Aw, animals.
Cheetah attacks tourists on 2 consecutive days. A cheetah in South Africa has put foolish tourists on notice after video footage released this month captured its attack on an exchange student, which took place just a day before the big cat scratched the shit out of a New Zealand teen. While on vacation last month, the Driver family from New Zealand visited the Emdoneni Safari Park Lodge to get up close to some orphaned cheetahs. They were told that depending on the mood of the animals, they might even be able to touch the hand-raised cats. Unfortunately, one of the cheetahs, Dew, was not down with being petted and instead pushed 14-year-old Isaac Driver to the ground and started mauling him. Isaac's father managed to pull Dew off his son, and luckily, the boy only sustained minor injuries. The family hadn't been informed ahead of time that Dew had actually attacked someone the day before. Had they seen this footage of the cheetah getting too close for comfort with exchange student Peggy Lio from Macau, they probably would have kept their distance. Liao escaped without injury, but you don't get past a cheetah attack without some psychological trauma. South Africa's tourist board does have an anti-petting policy for wild animals, but somehow it's still legal in the country. Go figure. As a result of the bad publicity though, cheetah interaction has been suspended for the time being.
Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews.
From baby cheetahs to babies almost eaten by cheetahs, we've got the spread.
Mama dangles toddler over cheetah pit and drops him. A 2-year-old boy is recovering after almost becoming this cheetah's midday snack at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. So, yeah, it's probably not a good idea to dangle your tiny child over any sort of railing, one of the many life lessons we can learn from a certain late pop star. But you definitely don't dangle your kid over a cheetah pit railing lest he slip from your grasp, like this little tyke. The good news is that's really where the toddler's bad luck ended Saturday. He suffered only minor injuries despite falling 12 feet. And when his father jumped in to save him, kudos dad. The cheetah took no interest in the pair, which is especially lucky considering cheetahs can go from 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds. The toddler did make it out of the pit, and paramedics took him to Cleveland Metro Hospital for a leg injury. The zoo says it plans to file charges against the unidentified parents for child endangerment.
German zoo presents 7 adorable cheetah cubs. These 7 5-week-old cheetah cubs got their first glimpse of the outside world at a zoo in western Germany. These furry little cats were all born on April 28th at an all-weather zoo in Munster, spent their first weeks alive inside the zoo's shelter. To keep these babies in a more natural environment, the cubs along with their mama named Nemoja were moved to the outside enclosure. Despite Nemoja's affection for her young, the cubs, like any other kids, were eager to play outdoors. Zookeepers take care of ones that don't get enough of their mother's milk by feeding them from bottles. The goal for this magnificent 7 is for them to eventually reach a controlled weight where they can survive on meat alone just like their mama.
Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews.
Introducing the Animal Olympics. With the 2016 Rio Olympics set to commence, the top athletes in the world are bracing for their chance at glory. But what if the games weren't just exclusive to humans and included all the creatures of the animal kingdom? Who would claim gold? In the 100-meter dash, the cheetah reigns supreme. Built for speed, the world's fastest mammal can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 3 seconds and reach top speeds of 70 miles per hour. In the weightlifting competition, the African elephant is the strongest of them all. Using its long trunk, it can lift a ton of weight, literally a ton. Shifting the games over to the water, the fastest swimmer on Earth is the black marlin. Though an unfamiliar name, the black marlin can reach speeds of 80 miles per hour, so remember that. On to the diving board, where another relatively unknown champion emerges. The Cuvier's beaked whale is on record as reaching depths of 1.9 miles below the water's surface. Impressive. When it comes to flight, the fastest wings in the animal kingdom belong to the peregrine falcon, who soars to great heights and dives down through the clouds at speeds of 200 miles per hour. As Olympians collect their gold medals in Brazil, while their feats will be worthy of praise and admiration, just remember, in many arenas, humans aren't the most dominant race the planet has to offer.